Ludicrous Feed is proudly sponsored by Carloop Data and Koba Car Insurance.
Hey everyone, today I thought I'd run through the V2L or vehicle to load feature for my BYD Seal Premium here in Australia. And with all BYD Seals, they give you a little kit like this. Let's have a look what's inside. So, memory serves me well, it should come with two things. So this is the vehicle to load kit, that one. And you also get the mobile connector as well, which as you can see I've not unwrapped yet. I've not used it at all because I've been relying on my home charging setup. But good to have on standby. So let's focus on this one today, which is the vehicle to load kit. Let's take it out of its bubble wrap. Again, doing this one-handed, always a bit tricky. There we go, vehicle to load. Let's have a look at some of the details here. So this is the product code for Australia, so specifically for our country, AC discharge device. So it conforms to the regulations here in Australia and New Zealand, it looks like, as well. And it's a 240 volt AC, maximum power 2.4 kilowatts or 2400 watts. There's the insulation resistance, strength, other specs like that. So yeah, let's open it up and take a look. Okay, so before we play with the device, it's important to look through the manual. So it's got a greater than 10,000 time life cycle for the connector, greater than 5,000 times for the household socket. There's the storage temperature, pretty big range there, and operating temperature between minus 35 degrees and 55 degrees Celsius. And operating humidity, wide range as well. IP67 compliant, which means it's waterproof, it's good. So take our discharge device and open the vehicle flap, which is the charge port. Insert the vehicle connector into the vehicle inlet first, and then please ensure it's fully inserted, so we'll make sure that happens. Plug the plug into the household socket, and the product can be used normally only after the light indicator is on. And then the usual safety warnings: do not immerse product in water, don't step on the cable. Okay, so this is what the V2L accessory looks like. It's actually quite shiny, isn't it? This plug here. As I say, the voltage current 230 to 240 volts, 10 amp current only. And of course this end is the Type 2 plug. There we go, Type 2 on this end. And then on the socket end, you've got two 3-pin sockets here. They look like 10 amps to me rather than 15, because they're 15 amps have got a longer earth tail. BYD logo, splash, waterproof, electric shockproof, good to know. And this certainly looks a lot better than the first iteration of the V2L back when the BYD Atto 3 was released in 2022 when I first test drove it. And that was a lot more budget looking. It was like a white, very standard looking power board. Looked like something you can get from the hardware store, but they've certainly done a much better job now. Looks a lot better. And looking back at specs back here, what does it say? Says, yep, same thing, 10 amps only, max 2.4 kilowatts. Now I know there are other V2L compatible vehicles out there on the market, for example the eGMP cars like the Hyundai Ioniq 5s and the Kia EV6, EV9. I believe they are actually 15 amp compatible, so 3.3 kilowatts maximum. Whereas for the BYD Seal it's only 10 amps, 2.4 kilowatt max. And I've just measured the cable, it's a 5 meter long cable, so probably long enough to get from my car into the house. So in case of blackout at my place, from whatever reason, a storm, flash flooding, bushfire, hopefully not, I've got spare power coming from the car, which can hopefully power my fridge and basic cooking appliances, Wi-Fi router, modem, just to keep the house running until everything is restored. Okay, so today, to demonstrate the ability of the V2L connector in the BYD Seal, I'm going to install these aftermarket performance pedals from Top BYD, who have kindly given these to me to review. So there's a performance pedal for the brake and one for the accelerator pedal or throttle as well. So the accelerator pedal is pretty easy to install, it's just literally adhesive on the back. But the brake pedal will require a bit more dexterity. You can see there's a rubber padding around the original brake. So we need to take the original cover off and then put this one back on. As you can see, it's brushed metal behind, individual trims, and then there's rubber on top to make it look nice and sporty. And then for that, we'll just be using a standard hairdryer, 2400 watts, so right up to the maximum of the V2L capability, just to soften the rubber, both of the original cover and also the aftermarket covers as well, just to put it on. So let's get going. Okay, I've got the V2L plug going into the charge port. Hear a boot from the car, another boot. Let's follow the cable, nice long run. That's going into my driver's side floor area. You can see that light is now on. You can actually push that on and off. So presumably that's in the off position, and that is in the on position there with the red light. And you can see on the binnacle screen there, discharge in progress. So 82% is my current state of charge of the battery. And then on this side you can see how much power has been used. Okay, so I've got my hairdryer. Let's plug in. Make sure it works. Okay, let's pop it on. Make sure it's on maximum. Yep, all good. That's where it's coming from the car. Good. Okay, so they are the original brake pedal covers on my car. So let's heat it up just to loosen the rubber a bit. There we go. Make sure it's a bit softer. And you can see, I'll just turn this off for a sec, that on the screen there, discharge power, 0.1 kilowatt hours already. Okay, let's see whether that was enough to take this off. Okay, let's soften it up for sure. And okay, so off it comes. That's what it looks like without the cover. There it is there. Okay, so now I've got the new performance aftermarket brake pedals from Top BYD. Let's heat these up. Okay, let's give this a go. It's definitely a bit softer now. Alright, so also I recommend you wear gloves too, because just in case you get your hands dirty or you cut yourself doing this, it's probably good for your safety. Now, probably need two hands to do this, so 1 second. Okay, so that wasn't too difficult in the end. Probably, I don't know, 10 seconds to do this. There's a little tab there too on the side, which does help you pull the rubber over the pedal, so that's quite handy. But definitely do recommend 1, wearing gloves, and 2, heating up the pedal cover, both the original one and also the new aftermarket ones as well with the hairdryer, just to get it nice and soft while you put it over the pedal itself. So that's really nice. Let's do the throttle now, which is a lot easier. Okay, so this is literally just a cover that goes over the throttle, and it comes with an adhesive, so double-sided adhesive, one for the cover itself obviously, and then one that goes over the actual pedal. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've stuck the adhesive onto the aftermarket pedal behind, and you can see how there's actually another material here, and that's like a felt material. That's double-sided adhesive, and that obviously protects the original throttle too. So let's peel this one off, which is the back side of it. Okay, and then literally you just slip it over the throttle. So see that there's a little bit of a lip, and that just goes over the pedal. You can feel it going on. Okay, and just use 2 hands to do this, and there we go, nicely done. And obviously you just want to push that down a bit just to get that adhesive on a bit more, but naturally when you're driving you'll be pushing it down anyway, so over time it'll get stickier. Yeah, so that's it. Performance pedals, accelerator or throttle, and the brake pedal. It'd be nice if the footrest was also the same colour, but we don't have that option yet, so hopefully Top BYD will supply something just to make it look a bit nicer. Matching set there. Alright everyone, well that is a quick rundown of how to use the V2L feature for your BYD Seal. In this situation I've used it to power a hairdryer to soften the rubber of the original brake pedal cover, and also the new aftermarket brake pedal cover to switch them around and then obviously to install the throttle pedal cover as well. Without the hairdryer, that's just a sticky adhesive, but yeah, good to know. If you're out and about, maybe camping or having a picnic, you can use this to power an electric barbecue. If you're in an emergency situation, if you need to power your house, if the grid is down and you don't have a home battery, then this car with an 82 kilowatt hour battery should be more than sufficient to get you through a few days for your basic appliances like the fridge, microwave, and other essentials like the Wi-Fi modem and router, television, whatever. And yeah, this is a great backup to having this V2L feature, and hopefully all new modern EVs will have this feature moving forward in Australia. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until the next Ludicrous Feed video, happy charging.